Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to look at Microsoft PowerPoint. So this is beginner's guide. So this tutorial is for people who got no idea what Microsoft is, or maybe for those who use Microsoft before but then they just want to refresh their mind. So yeah, in this tutorial we are going to be using Microsoft PowerPoint 2013. So let's just find it on our computer. I'm just going to type PowerPoint there, and then you see this app here, Microsoft PowerPoint 2013. Like I said, we are going to use PowerPoint 2013, so I'll just click on it to open it, and then you'll see it's opening up here. So now that it's open up, you'll see it's giving you all these templates here, so you can choose whatever template you want to use from here. If you want to use this, you can just click on it, and then you will see you click on create, and then it will create it for you. And then you can also choose whichever you want to. You can also search for a theme online here if you make sure that you are connected to the internet, so you can be able to choose to what so that you can be able to search for a theme online, for a template and themes online there. But in this tutorial we are starting from scratch. I want us to start from scratch, so we're just going to open a blank presentation. So now you see it open up these layouts here. So before we get started, there's a couple of things that I want to explain to you, or there's a couple of terms that there's a couple of things that I want to explain to you. So if you look up here, you will see here you got your tabs up here. We call these tabs: insert tab, design tab, transition tab, animation tabs. Those are tabs. And you also see, once you click on each tab, there is this opening up here. We call this ribbon. You see these ribbons are opening up here, and then you also see that each ribbon is divided into groups. You see this is a table group, this is an image group, this is a slide group, a clipboard group, paragraph group, and all those groups. So and each group, if you look down here, you see each group got this. We call these round buttons. Each group, this one doesn't have a round button, this one also got a round button. And the purpose of a round button is just that Microsoft wanted to put all information on this that we can use in these ribbons here, but then they didn't have enough space to use, so they created this round button. If you click on it, you will see it giving you some extra option that you can use there. So Lunchbox will just give you some extra option that you can also use. So yeah, that's what I wanted to explain to you. So far, these are tabs. All you need to know, these are tabs. Each tab got ribbons. These are ribbons, and then each ribbon is divided into group, or they are separated into groups, and some groups got these round buttons there. So yeah, now that I wanted to cover that, let's move on. Let's look into this. Let's look into these components, or our template, our PowerPoint components. So you will see, if you want to zoom in, you can zoom in here, down here. You can zoom in down there. So I just like to leave mine at 100%. So if you look on the left, this is a thumbnail of the slide that is opening up here. We got this slide that is opening up here, so this is the thumbnail for that. So if you have like 1, 2, 3, or maybe 5 slides, their thumbnails will be showing up here. This is the slide, as you see. Once you click out, you see this box here is saying click to add a title, so you can edit that. If you are using Microsoft 2016, maybe it might be showing like click or double click to add title or something like that, but mine is still the same thing. So mine is saying click to add title. So if you want to add a title, you could click on there. Let's just say Microsoft let's say Microsoft, let's say tutorial, right? And then this you can just say a review. This is a subtitle, you can add a subtitle there. This is just your slide. So let's say you cut those slides there, Microsoft tutorial, and then a review, which is a subtitle. So now you'll see this right here is just plain white. This is plain white, doesn't look good. This is just plain white. So let's just zoom in there, you'll see it's plain white, it's not showing anything. So let's add some design to that. And if you want to add some design, you come up to design, and then you will see this ribbon is opening up here. You will see you can choose from this design. You will also see that you got this button here saying more. You can click on there, and then you got these options, all these options here. You can choose whatever color you want there, or effect, and all those. So it's really just up to you. You can choose whatever you want to do, but in this one, let me just say I want to go with this. You see, you can click on that. You see you got your design there. If you click on this, it's giving you that design there. Your text and everything is already changed. Everything that's design there, you got that design there. So for me, I like this one, so I think I'm going to keep this one. So yeah, that's how you can change your slides design. So like I said, I'm going to keep that one. So let's just move on to the next one that I want us to look at. The next thing that I want us to look at is, maybe let's say you want to add another slide. So there is a couple of ways you can add another slide. The first way, you can come up to your home tab here, and then this ribbon is opening up. You will see you got your slide there. If you click on, just click up there, new slide, just click on there. You will see you got this slide that is opening up. And remember, I told you this is where your thumbnails of your slides are appearing. So you got two slides, this one and then this one that we just opening up. You will see this one is now opening up. So you can edit there. You can put a title, let's say a list of, let's say Microsoft suite, or Microsoft Office. Let's say Microsoft Office software. Let's say software, list of Microsoft software. Alright, that's your title. You got this. You see it's saying click to add text there. You can click there. Let's say Word. Let's say you got PowerPoint. You got Excel. Let's say, and then Outlook. Let's just keep those. So you got you add your text there. So you can do this and all that. You can even move this around and place them wherever you want. You can do the same to this also. You can do whatever you want to do with that. So you got your list of Microsoft Office software there, which is like Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, and then Microsoft Outlook. The other way is like by coming down here, there's also this option where you can add a duplicate. You can add a duplicate of a slide. This, you can add a duplicate of a slide there. So, or you can choose, let's say, comparison, if you are like comparing, or you are content caption. You can also add picture there. These are options, or you can duplicate that. So yeah, that's the other way you can add a slide. Let's just say, let's look at the other thing that I want to show you is how you can add pictures, or let's say how you can add some visual elements. So how you can add some pictures or visual elements, you can come into insert, and then this ribbon is opening up here. You see you got your pictures there. You can add a picture. You just click on picture there, and then this one will open up. This is your computer, so let's just find the picture that I want us to use. Let's say I want us to use a picture is somewhere in my computer. If I can just find it, I think it's in here. YouTube channel, used image thing. Let's just say, yeah, I think it's in here. Let's just say we want to use this, right? And then insert. See, you insert your image there, and then you can minimize the size just by dragging from one side to the other. On this corner, you can go there to that corner and drag it, and then put it wherever you want to put it. You can also format it hereby. You can, let's say you want to crop it, you can crop it out, or you can add some borders, like some pictures borders there. You can format it whatever way you want. You see it got now your borders there. So I just wanted to show you how you can add an image. And then you can also insert some image from the internet. You see online picture there, just click on there, then just make sure you are connected to the internet, and then this one is opening up there. You can search pages. This is like big, so this is like Microsoft, so obviously, so you can search for your image there, and then you can insert it. And then the other thing that I want us to look at, let's say maybe you made a mistake with this image and you want to redo it or to go back. You can come up here. This is an undo. You can undo that, or you can redo. So undo and then redo. So you can choose whichever you want to there, if you maybe make a mistake and you want to go back. And then, so yeah, that's your presentation. Let's actually try it out and see how it will look. So to try out your presentation, you just come up here, come down here, down here where it's saying slideshow, click on there, and then you will see it's now open to full screen. So you can just, if you want to go forward, you can click, just left click on your mouse, and then you see you are on the next slide. Or if you want to, you can use the arrow on your keyboard. If you want to go back, you go use your left arrow. If you want to go forward, you can use your right arrow, or you can use your up to go back and down to move forward. Or you can also use tab. You can also use the space button on your keyboard. Some people use the space to move forward. Seems like the space button is too big, so you can use that as well. So yeah, that's how you can play your slides. And some people use the remote. So if you don't have a remote, you can just use your keyboard. Let's say let's leave your slideshow or your presentation. Just press escape on your keyboard, then you leave. So yeah, you can play around with this. You can also be able to add some text, let's say some text box there if you want to, and then you can type whatever you want to. This is just a text box, so you can play around. You can format it. If you want to center text in your text box, you can resize it. If you want, you can move it wherever you want. So you can play around with all that. And the other thing that I want to show you, let's say maybe you made a mistake or you don't want these slides anymore. You can just delete it by right clicking on it and then delete slide. Come to this one, right click, and then delete slide. Delete slide. So that's how you can remove or delete a slide. So when you're done, let's now see, let's actually add some animation. And to do that, you heard me saying animation, so you come to animation there, and then you cut all these animations. If you click out, let's say, you will see this one, they are blurred out, they are not active. So if you want them to get active, just click anywhere. Let's say this title here, and now they are active. You can choose from this. There are a lot of animation. So you can try out all those, but for this one I'm just going to, let's say, use a fade. See, it's fading out. So if you want to add that, you can use the fade as well on that one. See, it's fading out. You can use that one as well, the fade, and then you can also choose this fade there. So you can play around with all that. So let's actually try out this presentation. Move down there and then click, it's fading in. On your click, it's waiting for you to click. Just space on your keyboard, click the space button on your keyboard, you are moving, it's fading in and then fading in. So yeah, that's how you can add animation to your presentation. And then you see there is also this transition. It's just adding some transition between your slides. You are adding transition between your slides, so it will show how, let's say if you want this to be cut out, you see it's cutting out or fade out, you see on your slides. And then if you want to add this, you can say a random or spread. See, spreading or push up. See, it's like that. So that's how you can add transition between your slide. And if you want to see it, you can try them out. Actually, you can try that. Okay, it's fading in and then you see it's pushing out, and then go on to your animation. So that's how you can add transition between your slides. So yeah, let's say you can also, here you can add durations to your animation. Let's say you want this to last, let's say 1 minute or so, you can adjust that. And then this was appearing on click, but if you want to, within the previous one, if you want them to happen at the same time, you can choose, or after the previous, you can just choose from there. So yeah, I think we covered everything that you need to know as a beginner. That's really just everything that you need to know to get started with PowerPoint. All you need to know is just how you can add transitions, or how you can add animation, or how you can add a new slide. So yeah, let's say you are done with your presentation. To save it, you can just come up here to File and then Save As, or Save, and then this one should open up, and then you can save it on your computer. You can browse where you want to save it. And then just, let's say I just want to save it on my desktop, Microsoft tutorial presentation, and then just save, and then you can just save. So yeah, that was just a quick introduction to give you guys a quick introduction on PowerPoint. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below, and if this is your first time, please consider subscribing. I will see you guys in the next tutorial. I'm out.